Okay, we are go for lunch. Um, hello. We are gonna be playing more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous today. Um, we will be doing, I don't know how much of the game, to be fair. But probably at least, I mean, we'll play for a couple hours. I just don't know how far we'll get. Depends on how well I play, I suppose. So at this point, I'm gonna pull the game up and get going. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna swap back over to OBS on my other screen first. Yes. I forgot that I swapped my character to being a tiefling. From being in a half-orc. Before finishing up last time. Because what class did we switch to? I think we switched to some sort of slayer. Um... Side. Stole the gem golem, the Tower of Street. I don't like these cutscenes in the Pathfinder game. Because the dialogue isn't voiced and I cannot, read it fast enough. Prestidigipainter Golem. The magnificent and glittering golem, encrusted with gems and covered in intricate, flowery embossing, triumphantly exclaims, "Happy to be of service. May Shellen brighten and vivify your day." What are you? I am a prestidigitator golem. Many millennia ago, I was built by Aslanti clerics of Shellen, the goddess of beauty. I don't know why I enunciated beauty like that. To make the world a better place. In my joyful service, I have visited many lands, and for the past few centuries, I have resided at the Temple of the Sunrise Chrysanthemums in Tianjia. But then the good clerics saw fit to offer me as a gift to the Medivian Crusaders so that you could share in the beauty I can create. Can you do anything useful? My creators granted me the ability to place illusions on various items. I can change their color and texture and to make them more beautiful and appealing to the eye. Would you like me to cast an illusion over your armor to make it green? Green is a very pleasant color, and it would match your eyes. No. But that's what they do. That's the whole purpose of them. They were added to the game as a means of uh, being able to like customize the appearance of armor. Beyond that, they serve no practical purpose, as far as I know. To be fair, the only time I've ever played like decently far, excuse me, in this game, um, uh, was like shortly after the like initial release, and in that instance, they hadn't been added to the game yet, so I didn't really get to see if they ever do anything else. You're in vain. A grizzled dwarf turns a blade in his calloused hands, carefully inspecting its edge. When he sees you approaching, he sets the blade aside and greets you with a nod. A new face in the city. You picked a good time to come to Canabras. As you can see, we're in sore need of warriors. Do you know everyone in Canabras by sight? Well, not everyone, but I make it my business to know the people who might need my services. A blacksmith's work isn't just at the anvil, you know. We're got a few. We're got a few of your kind in the city. The smith shakes his head in annoyance. I'll be honest with you. You won't last long here. By hook or by crook, tieflings are run out of the city even if they be thrice blessed paladin. It's shameful. Why do you have a forge here in the tavern yard? Wherever I am, that's where my forge is. A true master of any kind will always find the tools they need. I miss my old forge, of course. It's now just a pile of charred stone and metal. But I've still got my hands, and that means I can work. You sell armor. What armor am I proficient in now? I don't remember. It's still just light armor, or maybe at most medium. Medium armor, because it does tell me that. I wish it would just tell me here. I think light armor is still probably our best bet, though, because we are going to be using spells and lighter armor gives less of a penalty to spell casting. Other armor plus 1 might be to have. Armor vigil. So where a +4 bonus to AC against sneak. Ooh. That's also very useful. How much? think I had very much money left. Yeah, I only have 1,000, so I can't afford it. I could probably sell you things and get enough to buy the leather. Oh, you don't want to sell the bag of holding. You, you need the bag of holding. Enough to get the leather armor plus 1. That makes our armor class actually 1 worse. Technically, right now. But it has a lower arcane spell fade or chain stuff, so I think we're still gonna go with because we can also always boost our dex later on. So rid of the 2 longbows. We'll get rid of the short bow. The cold iron rapier. Dagger we can get rid of. Tainted food we probably don't need. Okay. Anything else interesting to talk to? Yeah, I could talk to all these people, but most of them are just going to have a little blurb above their head. I don't think anybody else here is really worth yapping with. Hey, puppy. Just give us. Activate our little add a shift to our group. I saw something that was very fucked today, and that is the fact that apparently the Olympics is going to ban both trans women and cis women that have a quote-unquote male level of testosterone from competing in the Olympics, which I think is kind of messed up, because not only, like, you can argue about like the trans women and women's well, not from completely like ban them from competing, but ban them from competing in women's sports. I don't know if they will be able to compete like in the men's category, but most of them probably wouldn't want to anyway. Like the thing is, it's like not only like you can argue about the trans women in women's sports and whether that like is fair and stuff. I you know, I can give you plenty of science to prove to you that it
Meditate on your
is.
mistakes. It might make you feel better.
But, you know, that's not gonna convince a lot of people that just don't want to buy that. And ultimately it's not like completely my problem to convince those people. But I definitely do think that
open your heart to me.
she doesn't have one.
Battles await.
I thought there were more. Maybe I just don't have them. Maybe I left them in the thing there.
Call me again if you need to.
He succeeded. The enormous cracks appeared after a magically induced earthquake struck the land. You don't say. Tiefling. No, I'll tell you everything. Just don't hit me. I never stole nothing. I only just joined the Tieflings. The Tiefling gestures back the way he came, as if that explains something. It was all them, back there. They found an underground passage to the Grey Garrison, and they've been nicking stuff out of there ever since. Low-down thieving toe rag. That's what they are. But I had nothing to do with it. I swear. Brother Gort, is that you? Brother Woljif, I thought you pegged it in Irabet's jail. Happy to see you too. Underground passage to the Grey Garrison. Tell me more. Right. So the temple around here, the temple of Iomedae, has a cellar, and a passage leads from it right to the Grey Garrison. The Thieflings, my pals, damn the lot of them, have been using this passage on and off to sell all sorts of stuff to the soldiers in the Grey Garrison. So when the demons burst into the city, we thought we'd check up on the Grey Garrison to, see how the soldiers were faring and to offer our assistance. Don't give me that look. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Thieflings keep secrets from each other too, you know. I'll let you go, but you have to pay me first. I'll give you everything I got. Just don't kill me. The tiefling hurriedly turns out his pockets. I got 112 gold. Go on your way. Cheers for letting me go like this. I'll remember you 100 years. I will. I'll name my firstborn after you. Under your stare, the tiefling falls silent and then runs off. But anyway, I was saying, like, it also, though, then, you know, it is discriminatory against cis women that have like some sort of hormone imbalance, or it, you know, and then it would require that I mean, Olympic athletes already do have to get tests for to determine and make sure that they're not using steroids, but it'll just lead to them having to test like
You've crossed the
for
wrong
like
mongrel.
hormones too, which I don't know, it just feels like more invasive. Like it's like you shouldn't have to be testing for all this stuff, in my opinion. And it never, I don't know why I'm still talking in that sort of pseudo accent. But it never like used to be an issue until, and I just feel like things around the world are regressing. But you know, it is what it is. We keep living.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
This whole area, it's just a bunch of battles here, battles there. Let's see. Not burning, yes. Grease. Yeah, fall over, you fucking idiots. I wonder if I can pass. Flame Arc. Ha ha ha.
I'll cut you wide open.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray.
Oh, Sela, you fool! Can't hit them. I could hit this one.
Cover me, all right?
Wolf is one of my favorite characters in this game because of his fucking sneak attacks, man. They just hit different. He just gets such... I know about learning spells from scrolls. Oh, Indy, Sela, guys. You're not supposed to fall down. Grease.
Move out.
Come on. Keep on it. Keep it. Oh, it's Ember over here in the Crusaders.
We'll make this quick. She won't feel a thing.
I don't know. Can
What's
we
that thing?
really do this?
Listen, we don't have a choice. There are demons everywhere. What else would you have us do?
Means I don't have to read. A group of knights surrounds a young elven girl. She is dressed in rags that barely cover the hideous scars on her body. The beggar girl is on her knees, watching placidly as the people argue heatedly around her. It is as if she doesn't sense the looming threat at all. A black crow flies in agitated circles above her head.
In Iomede's name, we're sorry, girl, but it is our duty. We have to do this, not for our own sake, but for the sake of everyone who can still be saved from the demons. If we don't win this
There is
battle,
no being
you
saved
won't have
from the
long to
demon.
live anyway.
Knight brings his sword up above the girl's head.
They're insane. We've got to do something.
I understand. You're scared. You feel powerless. You think this will help. You don't have to justify yourselves to me. Just do what you've decided to do.
The girl smiles serenely, as though she isn't at risk of imminent death. What's going on here?
We...
The knight's hands are shaking.
Our weapons barely scratch the demon's hides. We're sacrificing this girl to Iomade so we can consecrate our weapons with her
Just a
innocent
little
blood
sacrifice.
and gain the power to destroy
That's
the spawn
all.
of the abyss.
Just a baby little tiny sacrifice.
It's extreme, but we have no other choice. We have to defend this city somehow, or else we'll all perish, including her.
We're gonna intimidate the bastards. Sheathe your weapons and step away from her, or else.
Who are you to threaten us?
Oh
Are you with
shit!
the demons or
We
something?
we failed. We fucked it.
That's it! She's a cultist, plain as day!
Please, don't fight. All of you are good people.
Yeah.
the
I mean,
cultist.
technically, yeah, I am chaotic good. So. So you are accurate in saying. Charge. Wojif. Wojif. How about you charge as well? Oh, fuck yeah. I also love how that's sneak attack. I just come, like, I'm standing right in front of them. They can clearly see me.
This!
I run up on them, and they, immediately...
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Fucking legit, man. Oh yeah, the Slayer is much better than the, stupid shit card that we picked at the beginning. For class, and ended up deciding we didn't like.
You came to help me. You saved one life. You took others. Was it worth it?
With a carefree smile, the girl comes up to you. There is something strange in her dark eyes, something not of this world. The crow on her shoulder watches you closely with eyes that are too knowing for an animal. I'm sorry I had to do that.
Had to. Did someone force you?
You performed an action that was good.
But you shouldn't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a
I don't
silly
know what
girl,
I'm talking
really.
about. I don't think you are an ordinary girl. And that crow you have there, it's not ordinary either.
No, don't be silly. I'm very
Elf
ordinary.
strokes the crow's
Well,
beak.
I know different types
Its
of
eyes
tricks.
narrow in satisfaction
Soot
and it
taught
makes
me
a
those.
cooing sound.
Now Soot here, she truly is unusual.
But
She's clever and she can talk, but only to me. She teaches me magic tricks and lots of other stuff. I don't know what I'd do without her.
magic tricks, you say? You could prove useful in fighting the demons. And I'll be able to protect you from insane soldiers on the streets. Come with
I
me.
must have misheard. This girl? Join our party?
Yes, Camellia.
What could we possibly want with this
We
sturdy little
bring
beggar?
the little witch with us. You know, Camellia, I like you. But the fact that you are so classist kind of gets on my
Sure.
nerves.
Let's go.
Into the house.
None shall escape.
Yes. Forms. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Make every strike count.
Let's hear you cry.
Distract them from me.
No glory without risk.
Vulnerability curse. They're now vulnerable. They are vulnerable.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Easy peasy. Now
can trust me.
Camellia. To disarm this trap over here. That's not right. I didn't want to press that.
I am helpful, am I not?
Sure, whatever you say. Pick the lock. Oh wait, Woljif is better at this.
This is my kind of work.
I forgot that we have him now. We got an unidentified magic hide armor. Beyond that, we don't care about that other stuff. Good old fucking demon worshippers. Okay, Knowledge Arcana DC 20. Finish the summoning ritual? Like, that's an evil thing to do, but I also... Clever mortals, I can't reach you from inside this circle. Oh, but you forgot something. There's nothing keeping me in here. Nothing at all. Ah, fuck. Oops. Sela. Just, onto my knees. Pray. Like, well, we fucking fucked it up. We fucked up. Yeah, Sela, we did fuck up. I thought we were gonna get to fight the demon. I did not expect it to just appear and then go. Sup, fuckers? I'm leaving.
Head on!
Let's do slumber. Oh, that didn't work.
Run them through!
Well, it didn't need to work. We just exploded that person.
The world in crimson.
Time to share your treasures!
The Inheritor, guide my blade! Go.
Holy shit.
You won't survive me.
Cover me, alright?
Into the fray!
Composite long bow. pick those up. We'll pick those up because they can sell for 100 gold, and they only weigh 3 pounds. It's a pretty decent.
A bright future awaits us.
Neophytes. Do one cast of mage army. But I don't really feel like we need to do that right now.
Paszani Savitur.
Spell's not working like that.
Well, make it work like that. Lumber on the neophyte fighter. He saves, but then he got murdered immediately.
Go on.
Endure this!
Needed to beat a 4-line. What the fuck?
Take you!
I don't think I can do Flame Arc without getting... Yeah, no. This and...
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
There we go. Back down. Thing. Most of the regular dudes we run into out here have any sort of can't think of what enemy is talking about. Blah blah blah. Don't really quite need to think yet, but hey, Lessa. Elf hunched up next to you is clutching a small but deep puncture wound. Her appearance is quite remarkable. Her skin is blacker than any Garundi's. Her teeth are fanged, and her hair is as gray as a crone's. Her crimson eyes glare at you with a gleam of malice. What are you looking at, soldier? Like what you see? Oh, fuck yeah. It appears that this woman is a drow. Her race is also known as Dark or Cavern Elves. They are rarely seen on the surface, so it is surprising to encounter her here. I can heal you. The resolute shake of her head, she barks, "Don't. I can handle it myself. I don't like it when strangers cast spells on me." We're gonna do it anyway. To the abyss with you. The elf tries clumsily to pull away. The magic does its work, and the stab wound on her body heals quickly. Glaring at you, she mutters through clenched teeth, "Thanks and everything, but the next person who uses magic on me without my permission gets an arrow to the eye." It'd be so fucked up if we were just like, "I'm gonna heal you, and now I'm going to murder you." You're a drow, aren't you? She flinches, looking at you with undisguised sorrow. You have a keen eye for these things, don't you, soldier? You guessed correct, I am a drow. But don't think that that gives you the right to judge me. There is much you don't know about me, and never will know. Believe me, it's for your own good. Who are you? Giving you a scrutinizing look, she says hastily, "There's no point in you knowing, soldier. Trust me. The answer would only bring you misfortune, and it still wouldn't be of any use to you. I'm a wanderer. You won't ever meet again." "Who wounded you?" She responds with a razor sharp smile. "Haven't you noticed? The city is a burning battle. The city is burning. There's a battle going on. I was wounded by a cultist." Ember is looking her over thoughtfully. "Her wounds are so strange. Not at all like mine. They burned me from the outside, but you were burned from within, I think. It hurt, didn't it?" Unperturbed by her cold silence, Ember continues, "Yes, I can see that it hurt. I'm sorry that happened to you." "Hear yourself. My gut tells me it's time I was leaving too. It's dangerous to stay here. Farewell, soldier."
I found something.
Right. The bodies. Let's just go a little bit. Let's see what we set up here. That's what. Don't.
Why did your
What do they call
tribe
that?
hide under the ground? If you came up to the surface, would the good people really turn you away?
Why'd you live on the street? If you entered a wealthy home, would the good people not allow you to stay there?
Okay, children. No need to fight. Sometimes a long-awaited rest does not bring the desired relief. What comes is a heavy, clinging sleep on the edge of wakefulness, where consciousness seems poised between reality and oblivion. The possible reasons for such disturbed slumber are myriad: strained nerves, perhaps, or a lingering reaction to trauma. Indy emerges from the oblivion of her leaden sleep, like a drowned woman dragging herself up from the depths of a swamp. The wound on her chest is burning like someone pressed an invisible brand to it. The wound will close again, but the blood's out. But the bloodstain on her shirt betrays its presence beneath. There's no time to investigate the cause behind her malaise. A trying day lies ahead, but how will Indy be up to the challenge if her thoughts are so muddled and her entire body aches like after a day's toil? I'll douse myself in some cold water and be good as new. As if a veteran adventurer could be frightened by a bad dream. A splash of cold water enlivens her senses, and the weariness abates, retreating to the depths of her subconsciousness. But leaving the path open to return the next time Indy seeks refuge in sleep. Indy recalls that she slept peacefully in the Defender's Heart. Perhaps a priest can explain what has happened. I don't think we need explanations.
Out of my way!
Nice, cut him in hand. Piercing scream. I'm a dretch.
Make every strike count.
Lan. Why do you suck, Lan? You're usually so good. Good job, Emily. That's good too damn. Oh. Yeah, that's how that works. You just gotta pray harder and you get more healing powers. Sure, dude. Don't do everything on this side of the chasm. It might have.
The mongrel did it.
Bridge across the chasm.
Can we retreat already?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Distract them for me.
Surrender or else!
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Sorry, what did you just do?
You won't survive me.
What did you just do to me, a little...
Time to share
Yeah.
your treasures. Might be trapped.
Do not fear.
Might be treasure.
Oh.
Do not
Big
waver.
old demon fly. That
Endure
was,
this.
that was an interesting sound effect. Centipede died. Kind of sounded like
Too
a
late
little bit
for
like
apologies.
Donald Duck. Like
No glory
sound he might
without
make
risk.
when he gets hurt.
Cover me, all right?
Rubbledum the actor. Even the huge pile of junk isn't enough to block out the exclamations coming from beneath it. Reveal, O dearest darling beauty mine, why didst thou turn thy gaze on me, pray tell? Thy husband I called thy friend a time, but love, 'tis like an ocean, friendship, a well. Hem, the sound master. But Willis, how are we to live, my sweet? Booms a deep and masculine voice in response from beneath the same pile. Indistinct rustling follows. Pass me the ale, will you?
Hey guys, girls, and genderqueer squirrels. Guess who just reached containment? It's me.
Hi, Arachne. You used the gay hello. That means you're gay. Which I approve. I am as well. The pile shifts easily. It's me, the gay spider. I love him. Yeah. Pile shifts easily, revealing an entrance of some kind, to some kind of cellar. There is an interesting looking chest among the items. It had a bunch of bullshit shit in it. Look, the door is open. Now we are completely at the mercy of whatever's up there. If it really is a demon. Grandma Gretlin, the director. We have nothing to fear. Yeah, that's the character art I picked for my character. We have the power of inspiration, after all. But hand me over my ladle and that rolling pin. Now look, it's not a demon at all. Greetings, kind friend and rescuer. I am Grandma Gretlin. Thank you. Thank you, Saribot, for killing the fucking bot. Yes, I do like this model very much. I do. Turn on my hard eyes. Gonna mesmerize you, Arachne. Tell your wifey I'm sorry. I am Grandma Gret, the theater director, and these are the members of my company. No! Enjoy your pizza. Bernie, that's not a ladle. That's one of the props for the Malevolent Lich performance. The one Tina made? It's a scepter or something. She made it out of my ladle. She wanted to use a broom handle, but I put paid to that daft idea. Oh, I've seen your show. You are very funny. Especially your play where the woman slowly climbs onto the chair while singing, and then falls off again. Ember claps her hands in delight. Well, it is actually a great tragedy about unrequited love. The chair, you see, it represents a tower of rock rising up above the raging sea like the finger of a giant. And the woman, she isn't supposed to fall, but rather gracefully cascade into the swirling abyss below. Just like I showed her 100 times. But I'm glad you liked it. Can you get somewhere safe? Oh, don't worry on our account. We'll be going to our basement in the next street. That's where our Lambkin is. We're not afraid of demons with Lambkin around. Lambkin? Lambkin, says the dwarf readily. Our male lead. He'll protect us. Don't worry. We know what we're doing. What were you doing down there? We were rehearsing. Our art distracts us from our fear and panic. The dwarf waves her ladle emphatically, doing a fair impression of a conductor. Really? When I'm scared, I eat. We tried that too, but our supplies ran out. But art, oh, art is eternal. I have to go. Thank you again for rescuing us, stranger. Today you did a great service for Mendevian culture, and perhaps the culture of all Galarian. You will certainly be remembered in the future eras as the one who saved the critically and publicly acclaimed Next Door Theater. Right. I'm sure I will.
They will break against our resolve.
Hunted and energy channeling. I thought that dealt
Stab you or zap
damage.
you? Why not both?
Oh.
The spirits demand your blood.
Let's hear you cry.
The light, take you!
It's just a few ghouls, nothing to worry about. Some zombies over there. Few zombies. Sanders. Hit the lock, Wolgies.
I lead, you
Save the
follow.
last
Still
one for
fight
me.
the zombie. Charge? Can I charge at him? Gotta get out in front of these guys first. Or I'd be able to charge.
You are today's sacrifice.
Shadow. Just a
Into
shadow.
the
A
fray!
demon. A shadow demon, if you will.
Run them through!
Can't you just die already?
Yes.
Missed at casting Cure Wounds on the enemy. That one. No, I didn't. That was just me being stupid.
Go.
Go for their hearts!
Did I fail?
Yes you did, Ember. You did fail. You suck. You're a stupid little child.
Can't hide from me.
Identify this throwing it. Graveyard?
Onwards.
I don't think so. This is going on over here. Oh. Oh, how unfortunate for you guys.
Make every strike count.
Good job, Ember. One whole damage.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Out of my way!
So I know how scrolls work. But since these guys died, I can take all their potions. I'll pray to a Nabasu, which I obviously would know. Recipe. Okay, your spell book. That will just spell it. That will just spell it. We got more of it. Somewhere around here. I don't think it's actually I don't think it's, Pearl. A short hooded figure is poking around, poking about some bodies lying in the middle of the street. The stranger drags the first body off the road, respectfully props it up against a wall, and places the corpse's hands on its chest. The figure then freezes as if hesitating, and you see him reach out his hand toward the beautiful gold amulet hanging around the corpse's neck. He jerks his hand back, hesitates, then reaches out again. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? The stranger almost jumps out of his skin and the hood falls from his head. Under a mop of red curls, a round halfling face looks up at you. Oh, phew. I thought you were demons. Good day to you, good lady. Sela's eyebrows lift in apparent surprise. Pearl, is that you? The halfling looks at Sela and smiles broadly. Oh, Lady Sela, you're alive. Goodness me, that's the second bit of good news on an otherwise lousy day. What was the first bit of good news? Stick around and see for yourself. Do you know this person, Sela? Meet Rigby, better known as Curl. He hails from Canabras, and he fights in the Condemned. He's one of a kind, a rogue with a heart of gold. Sela smiles, then adds a little more seriously, Curl, it's probably none of my business, but you should ask if what you were about to do is right. The halfling's cheeks flush and he hides his hands behind his back. I just thought... Oh, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me anything useful about what's going on in the city? I'm afraid not, good lady. I just left the Defender's Heart. Before that, I was holed up in there, too scared to leave. Although, spending all that time under Commander Erebeth's nose sure was something. She's a strict one. Ew. And when she gets antsy, don't even start. I've had enough of her breathing down my neck to last me a lifetime. So what are you doing here? Robbing corpses? No, the halfling protests. Rimvi Curl may be a rogue, but he doesn't loot corpses. I just need to get these poor lads' bodies off the road. My friends and I are on a terribly important mission, and we need to get through. He is interrupted by the sound of wheels rolling on the pavement stones. A cart drawn by a sad little horse appears from around the corner. A pretty half-elf is driving it, and a young man in knight's armor is walking alongside. Even from a distance, you can see his tan face and his blue eyes shining brightly. The halfling straightens up. See? A terribly important and very heroic mission. My friends and I are saving a beer cart from the demons. Ellen of the Houndherds. As he's speaking, the newcomers notice you, and the knight cries out in jubilation. Sela! I never thought I'd see you again. I thought you were headed to the main square, the center of the demon attacks. Gina Aldori, the half-elf, smiles warmly at Sina. Hey, friend. Glad to see you're all right. When we got separated by the crowd at the celebration, I knew right away that something was wrong. And when the demons appeared all of a sudden, I realized that was the reason why I'd been so anxious. But I couldn't find you among the dead in the square, so I kept my hopes up, and I was proved right. Sheila's face lights up with joy. So you're the other bit of good news Curl was talking about? You and Jaina are alive? Actually, by good news, I meant that we found the beer cart. Sir Ellen and Jaina being alive amounts to a quarter of a bit of good news. Well, maybe half. Beer cart. How about sharing with us? I'm sure we could all do with a drink. The half-elf winks rakishly. Certainly. Give me your flask, friend. And if you walk with us to the Defender's Heart, we can have a more thorough sampling of the spoils there. Despite the cheerful tone, she looks at you with anxious hope. Jaina, there's no need. The heart is very close, and the three of us will be enough to fight off an attack if there is one. Besides, our friend here is surely has better things to do. More important things than carrying barrels of beer, I'll wager. By the way, my name is Ellen. Sir Ellen of the Hound Hearts. I'm glad to meet someone who's survived this madness. Are you aware, Sir Knight, that your friend Pearl was trying to rob a court? Indeed. Is that really necessary? Pearl didn't even do anything. Whatever he might have been thinking, that's between him and his conscience. What's wrong with hearing the truth? I think Jaina and I have the right to know what our newfound friend is up to. Ellen looked sternly at the cringing halfling. I am not your commander, Pearl, and I can't punish you or even condemn you. I suppose lots of people in Mendev think that the war justifies anything. But think about it. That dead fellow might have a family somewhere. His property and mementos should be returned to their rightful owners. They're bound to have sentimental value. Take this cart for example. We might take it now, but once the city is freed, the Eagle Watch and the other orders will certainly try to find the lawful owners and compensate them fairly for their losses. Enough, friend. I didn't even do anything. I was just thinking about it. And honestly, I don't think we'll even be able to gather up all the bodies and hand them over to Eagle Watch. They'll be looted anyway. Well, that will be on the conscience of the one who does it. But you're a crusader, Pearl. Though you might not have volunteered, those who fight against evil itself have to be better than common folk, with their moral frailties. I have to go. So long. We're sure to meet again, either in the city or at the Defender's Heart. Sure you will. Come to the tavern. We'll celebrate the valiant rescue of this barrel together. Now, back to looting these bodies. God, those losers are gone.
Do not waver!
Distract them from me!
I'll hit you!
Oh, the last one was there. Aha. We still got quite a ways till we level up again.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Corpses were gnawed to the bone by ghouls whose teeth were the likely cause of death. Okay. Tell me something I don't already know.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
Oh, was it you who summoned me? Allow me to repay you. Now we get to fight the Vrock that we summoned. Ah. Haha.
Yes.
Bonuses don't add up. Well, then why does he have that spell
wide open.
by default? Although to be fair, I probably did equip something to him.
Thank you.
Ooh. That certainly wasn't good.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray.
This is not
Oh.
the end.
Oh no. Oh no, no.
Yes.
Okay, Smite Evil. Oh, you're still down.
You won't survive me.
Magritium Turius.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
This will leave a bruise.
Am
Am I doing it wrong?
Oh wait, we already have. We did curse it. Okay, yeah, pick God first. Guess just shoot it because you're out of your other spell. Now here. Now
This is not the end.
Endure this.
Time to share your treasures.
That is one thing that sucks about Pathfinder is that getting up from prone.
I heard you talking to your invisible
Makes,
friends. You know, I have a friend too.
I can't
Provokes an
imagine what
opportunity
spirit
attack.
would talk to a gutter snipe like you,
Which,
and I don't want to.
To be fair, it's probably a thing in earlier versions of D&D, but like I'm used to playing 5th edition at this point, where like that doesn't happen. Potions. And a mythic shield. my beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it? Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use? For instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble, while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive. Trapped beneath it might still be alive. Okay. The face of this golden curled ASMR is beautiful even by the standards of his kind, in whose veins run the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Halrin, don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in the stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason? To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city wall. Everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe, and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task, and not kept them here surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? What if it's on your say-so? Then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. And they're just waiting for us to abandon our posts before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And you. I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked, and Terendelev died. What are you doing here? Answer at once, or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. And what is this hideous creature? Halrin peers at Lan with suspicion. Lan, at your service? The mongrel ducks his head in a bow. My forebears fought in the First Crusade. I've lived in Canabras my whole life. You haven't ever seen me before. It must be because you don't ever venture into our underground district. We have been meaning to complain to the city authorities that our paving stones have been in need of repair for a long time. The First Crusade? So you're a mongrel. You obviously know human speech, surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. The prelate looks at you. If he causes any trouble, I shall hold you responsible. Come to think of it, you still haven't told me who you are. You want to fight? Be my guest. Wait. We have no quarrel here, but cultist is hardly likely to approach us so openly, are they? I think we're on the same side. Of course you leap to her defense. Typical. The old man spits on the ground. I find it passing strange that you don't already know who I am. Halrin Shepard, Prelate of Canabras, Inquisitor by the grace of Iomedae, Defender of the city by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, against threats from within and without. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden-curled Asamar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramian of Edme, prior of the Temple of Desna, which, alas, currently lies in ruin. A wise Horan here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I have been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with. For instance, rescuing those currently dying under the rubble. You know what? There may, in fact, be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you hung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, there never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize this scum. Prelate, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomedae. Bum, bum, bum. Man fixes his eyes on Siva. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomedae, and I won't question yours. Don't lay a finger on him, or you'll answer to me. The Asamar holds up his hands in a placating gesture. Stop. You are the defenders of what remains of Canabras. Can't you think of anything better to do than be at each other's throats in the ruins of the city? Ramian looks at the prelate. You're a fool, Horan. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. Truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the wardstone, and you stopped. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong? As always. With a wave of his hand, the Asamar vanishes. I mean, he did vanish eventually. After he ran away. Beast! Heretic! Traitor! He slipped away again. The prelate stamps his foot in outrage, then turns his eyes on you. What about you? Whose side are you on? If you want me to believe that you're no cultist, go and recapture that traitor for me. Or perhaps you want to defend him. In that case, my soldiers don't need to be told twice. Chaos! To arms! Death to traitors! Kill the demon worshipper!
Make every strike count.
Quite defensively, Sela. This whole run is kind of powerful, kind of strong. These two lackeys are laughable, but him himself. Weapons. No. Damn.
Run them through!
Nice.
Cover me, all right?
The spirits demand your blood!
Vulnerability hurts.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Out of my way!
Everyone is rolling real shit right now. Nice, nice.
This is not the
Not
end.
so nice. That's bad. That's not good.
Am I doing it wrong?
Go.
Camel. Hit.
This is not
Oh.
the end.
Ian Lee, you're supposed to get up. There's literally nothing I can do except for lay there.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
If I want to have any chance
You won't survive me.
of getting myself up. There we go. Now we can just go tell the priest of Desna that we killed Horan. And we can also take his enchanted shit. We don't like that guy anyway. What use is he?
No one stands in my way.
Just heal up here with some potions. Knock ourselves off. Okay. Snap. be like, oh, what's this? The demon invasion transformed all of Canabras into one great battlefield. But nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Dascari, leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendale, the mightiest of the city's defenders, one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Indy, and she is not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force, unknown to mortal kind, silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Indy is vested with this power and looks at the world with its eyes. The past, present, and future stand before her as a unified whole, an unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What future does she see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. Reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and the aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. What past does she see? In the past exists the one who wielded this gaze in life. Although the one and life are inapposite terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance, rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This aeon appeared from outside this world, from the great beyond, to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound, the chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Dascari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the demon lord cut the aeon down. Present does she see? Ruins, blood, corpses. None of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma. All is as it should be. But the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood-red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But the Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Indy picks up the crystal the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in her pocket. She is mortal, which means she has the power to decide what to do with it. After allowing the heroine to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed. Even appropriate here for an entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them. Used up in its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the heroine take on this power so that she may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will she allow it to vanish? Spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight, deep in Indy's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the heroine once again needs to look at the world through another's eyes.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Baphomet cultists. Why are there Baphomet? What did Baphomet ever do for you guys?
Distract them for me.
Certainly not save your life.
Die!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Kashan Savitur.
Surrender or else.
Pay attention.
I got hit with a fear spell.
Endure this!
What bullshit. My actual D&D character, traded their ear to a genie in our last session, and now has permanent disadvantage on initiative checks, and I was like,
You are
well,
today's
shit.
sacrifice.
That's not the punishment I was expecting. But that's what we gotta live with now. Because I assume that the DM is not going to make restoring. I mean, we covered that I could get a like a prosthetic ear pretty easily, but I'm gonna assume that they're not gonna make it super easy for me to get like some sort of prosthetic ear that like restores my hearing, because that would probably not make the genie that we made a deal with super happy. Do you have
Move out.
to sign a get it to sign a contract work with someone else? And it turns out that we could have just bought it and that would have worked, but we just didn't think to do that. know it's over that way. That's gonna lead out, that's gonna lead, like, to the Worm State, and, Davin's fucking
Time to share your treasures.
Make every strike count.
place that he lives. It is a state that we can recruit him and his evil cleric bullshit.
Let's hear you cry.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
I didn't notice that. I like just
Too
the
late for
large
apologies.
number of rats that go flying from the swarm when you hit it. Hit by demons, and one of them were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Ah. They were jumped by bandits or something. That nature. Maybe up these stairs. I know that there's a church, and that's where we meet the Desna guy, and then he's like, "Oh, you gotta go find my friends. Oh. I am the answer, but what is the question?" Okay, sir. I suppose. Energetic tiefling and NCT. Scrawny tiefling. Ah, the secret passage, yes. Watch it, watch it. What are you goons doing? You'll bloody crush me. A young tiefling lies trapped in a collapsed section of tunnel. Another two tieflings scramble around, trying in vain to free him from the rubble. Quit whining. Hey! Alarm! Someone's coming! Maybe she will help us. Wise up, would ya? Before you get us killed. Let's make a run for it while we can. No! Come on! Don't leave me! I'll die here! Hey guys, I see you're in a bit of a jam. Get a load of this lot. And no escort neither? Woljif, you little shit. How are you not dead yet? And who's that with you? They're friends of mine. Great guys. Woljif turns to you and out of the corner of his mouth says, "Listen, do me a solid. Help them drag his sorry carcass free. They'll repay you. Cross my heart." Yeah, sure. You easily clear the rubble and free the trapped tiefling. Whoa! I'm alive! And all in one piece, give or take. Thank you, I'll remember your kindness for the rest of my life. The freed tiefling turns to his companions. And you two clowns, I don't want to hear a word out of you. Get into the tunnel now. One trip, just to the Grey Garrison and back. Don't be a coward. It's not going to collapse. Go or else. We came all this way for nothing. Go or else we came all this way for nothing. That ended well, didn't it? Wished it. Not now. Talk later. Tiefling eyes you and elbows his chatty companion in the ribs, causing him to double over in pain. Everything's alright now. Then go and try not to get trapped under any more rubble. Hey, wait. We probably should come clean now, since you did save one of us. Well, we're what they call thieflings. We kinda skirt around the edges of the law. That's how we make our living. Say, some tyrant bans books that show stuff he don't like, or fancy Kionin wine he don't drink. Is it wrong if we step in to fill the gap in the market? I don't know what just happened to this voice. If there's a demand for it, someone's got to sell. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Don't go thinking we're gangster. Don't go thinking we're gangsters or anything. Our only concern is making the lives of citizens easier for a little coin. People in this city can't even breathe without breaking some stupid regulation or restriction. Take this tunnel that collapsed on top of our friend, for instance. It leads straight to the gay garrison, where all the gay people go. Thanks to it, any soldier whose throat's feeling a little dry, or who's needing some nighttime reading material, we can get all the things for him that his heartless superiors refuse to. We're providing a public service. I helped you. Now you can help me and Commander Tirablade to save Canabras. The militia needs people with various skills, even ones as unusual as yours. You what? Are you blind or something? The tiefling points at his horns and his tail. Know what people call us? A Relu spawn. And that's the one of the nicer nicknames. Crusaders and tieflings don't mix. We'll be torched on sight. Whoa. Tirablade. Erebeth Tirablade? From the Eagle Watch? Lads, we have to help her. She's one of the only big shots in this town that actually treats us with any decency. Why should we risk our necks for the Crusaders? Because Erebeth risked her neck for ours. She saved me from that creep Holren, yanked me straight out of his torture chamber. Only a worthless tow rag would refuse to help her out after that. Nuh-uh. I'm not listening to any more of this. The tiefling makes a show of covering his ears. You do what you want. I'm heading for the River Kingdoms. Go on then. I'm going with the Crusaders, and I'm going to round up the others to help. The tiefling smirks. We've made some good money in the city. It'd be a shame to surrender our meal ticket to the demons. But enough yammering. So long. I think all the accents just started mixing and melding together the longer that conversation went on.
Cut them to pieces!
You won't survive me.
Run them through!
If no.
Cover me, all right?
I'll cut you wide open.
that. That looked healthy. Despite all the city's trouble, statue of Iomedae towers proudly
Head
over
on!
the square. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Guys, my dudes. Chill. Don't mind me.
Stab your
don't
zap
mind
ankle.
me.
Right against our resolve.
Endure this!
Okay.
The spirits demand your blood.
Probably go.
Next!
Probably another hour or so. And then
Distract
call
them
it
for me.
a night. Mostly we've just explored the square here, but like that is one of the bigger things to do in this chunk of
You
the
are
game.
today's sacrifice.
A lot of the other areas are much smaller.
Into the fray!
Time to share your treasures.
You shoot that.
Make every strike count!
Out of my way!
There we go. Masterwork body. A barrel. Open. Up here first. Oh. Those are some nasty looking fellas.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
The heartbeat quickens.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Don't like that when you get a surprise round, you only get like
I'll hit you!
basically half of your turn.
The Inheritor! Guide my blade!
Cover me, all right?
You won't stop us.
Covered most of. We got this area down here. Go back down the stairs and check out that area, and then we'll have cleared out all of the square. Oh.
Go for their hearts!
Good. Now to heal in combat.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Die! Let's hear you cry.
Surrender or else!
I'll cut you wide open.
You won't survive me.
I guess they did have weapons. All that stuff. All that stuff. Out.
Yet another obstacle. Endure this!
A Brimarack.
Too late for apologies.
My tail is switching. Must be a sign.
Quickly.
Oh shit. Wow. Really bad.
I'll hit you!
That's what.
Make every strike count.
Can't miss with the special ammo.
The spirits demand your blood.
Special ammo. Hit.
Distract them from me.
Don't even have to roll that high. I do.
You are today's sacrifice. Run them through.
If that was too
This is
close
my
for
kind of work.
comfort, don't ever do that again. It's a lovely simple cracking. The gold buckle that once adorned the belt of an unknown warrior. True antiquities I could reveal more about buckle. That buckle. Sin of House Vespertilio. Per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get a +5 circumstance bonus to the chosen skill checks for 1 hour. Scimitar. Crusader Berengur's letter home. Shine. Beloved brother of mine. For the first time in recent weeks, I found a few spare minutes to write a message for you, friends and family. Your restless brother, Berengur, is not dead and gone. Quite the opposite. I'm alive and glad for this chance I've gotten. By joining the Crusader ranks, I've truly found my place for the very first time. Can you imagine? I can already hear your disapproving retort. Berengur, that scoundrel, he now thinks himself a hero. But believe it or not, these days my intentions are further from any esteemed titles or glory than ever before. I joined the Crusaders out of boredom, out of horrible melancholy that clouded my mind and filled it with dark thoughts. But for some reason, a slacker and a drunk such as I, who has done nothing worthwhile in his whole life, happened to gain the favor of... Happened to gain... favor of the resplendent Iomedae. On the 15th day of battle, surrounded by her loyal devotees, stained up to my elbows in demon blood, I gave in to my comrade's influence and offered a prayer to the Inheritor. And my prayers were answered. From that day onward, I was not just a crusader. I was a paladin of Iomedae. I was able to smite abyssal monsters with the power lent to me by the divine. Will you even recognize me, Shine? Should I return home? I've changed. I can feel it myself. Iomedae gave my life purpose. However, offered me a weapon to slay the enemies of Galarian. By the Inheritor's name, I won't betray her trust. Please, send my heartfelt regards to our poor mother, and show her this letter. Visit Father's grave for me, and never forget about me. They're sounding the horns again. Demon spotted. Be well, Shine. And may Iomedae's blessings be with you. Your brother... There. Oh, he's dead now, though. So... Oopsie poopsie. Set up. I gotta fuck with that. I think that would be just a swell proposition. I did see it turn green for just a moment. There we go. As some corruption.
You aren't from a noble family, right? You were taught to fight and read prayers, but I can pick a street rat out of a crowd of aristocrats.
Yeah.
Further than marching in parades.
Okay, let's see. I don't have the ability to find stuff myself. Okay. Let's Stairs. Stairs. By stairs. Come on.
Let me draw the first blood.
All our people to kill. My favorite. Let's try to turn off this, Cold iron arrows, though. Let's them all up.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go for their hearts!
Go.
Out of my way!
Time to share your treasures.
You won't stop us.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open!
Go. The light take you!
Guys aren't doing so well. They're not swinging so good.
Surrender or else!
My wounds pile on.
Oh no. I have the gray pox. That one day, frequency one a day. Sure, 2 consecutive saves. Okay.
Endure this!
Go. Into the fray!
I got it. Come on. I do. Potions here.
Cover me, all right?
This is not the end.
Well.
Make every strike count.
The spirits demand your blood.
Go. The Inheritor, guide my blade. Go.
1 whole damage.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So this is how it feels?
I have to take another nap after this fight. Because it doesn't appear to be going our way. Club. Go club. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, maybe put Pilgrim.
If you're so afraid of going near the enemy, I could teach you how to shoot from a bow. True, it's pretty tough to aim when you're running away from the battlefield.
Whenever you decide to finally kick the bucket, give me fair warning is all I ask. If I'm gonna be eating cave slime at your wake, I need to line my stomach good and proper first.
ba 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 ba. The other box was over here. So some mongrels over there. The young mongrel looks around in every direction but up. Maybe we should go back? This place isn't for us. It's too open. The enemy could come from anywhere, and the air is weird. Why does it keep moving so fast? Another mongrel stares straight ahead, gripping his blade in a trembling fist. No, not. One step back. This is our test. Don't look at anything but the target. So you made it. Good to see you all. How's old Saul doing? Still waiting and thinking? Well, don't worry. He'll make his mind up soon. You won't be hanging about underground for much longer. Right now we need everyone who can hold a weapon. I have a plan. What are you doing? The young man turns to you. He has one healthy eye and a lumpy growth where the second should be. It's you! It's thanks to you that we made it to the surface to fight the demons. The shield maze fell, but Saul slowed everything down. He's an old man. He's afraid of everything, but we can't sit in the dark like root vegetables while big things are happening up above. We tried to follow you through the shield maze. We emerged into some kind of fortress, but there were too many demons there. Then we dug out another passage into the city. It took days, but we did it. Go back? Well, if you're sure, of course we'll go. I mean, an ambush? Good idea. Yes, I understand. We'll attack from below as soon as we hear the fighting start. The young ones are holding up well, but will they be able to fight out in the open? Even I struggle with that. Lon frowns. I hope we did the right thing. We are the Crusaders of the Underground. We will fight like our forebears did. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm gonna go up there. It's gotta be where the Church of Desna is.
This is my kind of work.
That or I've somehow lost it and I have no idea where it is. It's probably the one place where I said, oh, it's definitely not this way. There comes the guy. Darren's fucking stupid place. Count Arendae's servant. Thank the gods. I've found someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Are you crusaders? Mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get out the words out. I am a servant of Count Darren Kael Nevis Arendae. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion is only a stone's throw away, on the next street over. He meets your gaze with pleading eyes. Count Arendae. I have seen him a few times before. From afar. Looked highly audacious. I confess that he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. I don't know what you're talking about. You have heard of the Aaron days in passing. There is some past tragedy connected with the family. Tell me more about what happened. I'll tell you what I can. I was working from dusk till dawn and back to dusk again, serving guests at the Count's banquet, when the other servants came to relieve me at my post. I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up and there are demons inside the mansion. I couldn't even reach the Count. The monsters had blocked the way. The Count's banquet was still going on. He and his guests were in the great hall, and as far as I could tell, the door to the room was sealed and the demons couldn't get in. I'm begging you, hurry. The mansion's doors are sturdily built. The demons will have to work hard to get past them, so you still have time to rescue the people inside. Alright, I'll help. Where is your master's house? It's not far at all. You're better off entering from the next street over, through the passage I used to get out. Help, I'm begging you. I hate to think that, what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. We'll help eventually, when I feel like it. But for now, let's just talk to Rainy. The golden curled ASMR greets you with a graceful bow. So you found me. I have nowhere else to run. I am at your mercy. Kill me if you wish, but I ask you, hear me out. Oliver is dead. ASMR brings his hands together in a brief crack. I am sorry for this. Really. I am truly sorry. Halrin did not understand what he was doing, and he did so much harm, but he sincerely believed that he was fighting for the good of the city and the entire crusade. In another position, he could have done so much good. Did you really know about the demon attack? What other tidings do you bring? I don't want to believe that Panabras has fallen, that everyone is dead and there is no one left to fight. Please tell me, are there pockets of resistance still left in the city where I can be of some use? Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the enemy ranks. No one knows who this brave soul is, but she has been feeding us information about the demon's plans. These dispatches have come to us by the most reliable channel bestowed upon us, by the great dreamer herself. They have come to us in dreams. Prelate Halrin brushed them off as meaningless reveries, and, well, I admit that it isn't always easy to distinguish our allies' messages from ordinary dreams, but even ordinary dreams are gifts from Desna, and are always worthy of attention. The prelate, and all the crusade leaders, for that matter, should have put less store in reason and more in intuition, inspiration, and spontaneity. What's more, not long before the attack on the city, a blind elf who calls himself the Storyteller arrived in Panabras. This wanderer wasn't merely a collector of legends, but a scholar of the unknown, according to him the wardstone in our city. the first and most important in the chain of wardstones, weakened since long ago, was teetering on the brink of corruption. It seems that the Red Morning Massacre and the other demon attacks, even the ones we fended off, did not leave us unscathed. Unfortunately, the prelate did not wish to listen to the storyteller either. We're lucky he isn't burnt at the stake as a heretic. We had such vital information on our hands, information that could have saved the city, but no one cared to listen all the way to the catastrophic end. Tell me more about the strange rituals that were going to be performed on the Wardstone. Ramian looks slightly abashed. When my attempts to open Halron's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me before doing so, but I never demanded iron discipline from my priests. Army commanders may have subordinates, but I have pupils and fellow worshippers. I can only inspire them. I cannot command them, and it seems they were inspired all on their own. In other words, you get to preach whatever you want. You don't have to take any responsibility for your flock. You've really got it made. For pity's sake, how can I be held responsible for the actions of others? These are not children we are discussing here. They are grown adults, endowed with their own free will. Praise the goddess. Of course, we all help one another, but in the final reckoning, each of us decides how we will act, and each must answer for those choices. They had no ill intent. They only wished to access the Wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. But to Halron, this became perform a suspect ritual after hearing even more suspect voices in their dream. The children wanted to save their city, but the Inquisitors detained them and almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority and my power as a cleric to give them a chance to flee. If they hadn't got away, they were destined for a cell in the prelate's dungeons and, quite likely, death. Why haven't you left this place for somewhere safer? Because people might need help, and they will come to the temple in search of a priest. I will not hide away in a hole, saving my own neck while Canabras is full of people suffering in the wake of the demon's attacks. Tirabeth Tirablade of the Evil Watch is gathering survivors in the Defender's Heart. You would be very useful there. Commander Tirabade. I do not know her personally, but her wife, Benevia, is a regular worshipper at our temple. I would be glad to aid them in this fight. Not all dreams have benign origins. What if those dreams were sent by demons? In a different time and place, someone perhaps could have become the victim of false dreams sent by monsters, but here, in the war with the Abyss, the goddess is keeping a close eye on her most faithful followers. I have no doubt that if a demon tried to intrude upon the dreams of any one of us, Desna's punishment would have been swift. I have to go. Wait! 3 of my adepts are hiding somewhere in the ruins of the city. The ones the Inquisitors wrongly accused of treason. I beg you, find them and protect them against the demons and vigilantes like Halron. They will not rest until they find them. Thank you for listening to me and defending me. I will go now to the Defender's Heart. I hope to see you there. Desna Gaitu. Stranger, wait. You spared Ramian despite what that mad Inquisitor told you. The young voice comes from nowhere. Oh, hang on. I forgot to remove the spell. I hope Horan's dogs aren't lurking nearby. A pale youth materializes before you. His face looks haggard from lack of sleep, but he is clearly pleased to be speaking to someone. So you're one of the Desnan adepts that tried to break into the Wardstone? Yes, I am Iltz, cleric of Desna, and one of the people who answered the call of the voice in dreams. Some unknown person made contact with us through our dreams, telling us about the demons' plans. We learned that the demons were planning to attack Knobris and do something terrible to our Wardstone, which already carries the taint of corruption. Krellet Halrun refused to heed our warnings. We had to make a choice. We could either throw our hands up our hands and pull back, or take action, even though it could cost us our lives. But what heartless person could stand by in the face of such a deadly threat? How could a zealot like Halrun become the respected defender of Knobris? His faith is strong, incredibly strong. The people of the city have seen him fighting on the front lines time after time. I myself remember feeling dumbstruck the first time I saw that gruff old man slaying demons in a fit of righteous fury. The people living on the edge of the abyss need protecting more than anything else. And that's why they are prepared to forgive their protector almost anything, even prejudice, paranoia, and the death of innocents. Also, Halrun hasn't been as brutal as he used to be for a long time. He has his loyal right-hand man, Leoder, known as Hawkblade. He's a witch hunter too, but a good deal more rational and even-tempered. Halrun trusts him completely, and Leoder always conducts a thorough investigation before dragging a victim to the fire. It's our bad luck that Leoder left Knobris in pursuit of some particularly vicious hags 2 weeks ago, before the attack. If he were here, he wouldn't have let Halrun attack Ramian. On the other hand, if he were here, we wouldn't have escaped after trying to get to the Wardstone. We'd all be in a cell right now. Whose voice have you been hearing in your dreams? Nobody knows what it is, but everyone who has heard her, I should say, is convinced that she is good and pure. She is a good and pure soul chosen by Desna. We had a choice. We could trust her, accept that we have an ally somewhere who isn't afraid of all the armies of the Abyss, or we could drown in suspicions and get one step closer to becoming just like Halrun. We decided to trust the voice. And seeing Knobris devastated, which is what our unknown ally tried to prevent until the very end, I can see now who had the truth on their side. Where are your fellow worshippers, and how many of them are there? Fortunately, or unfortunately, I don't know where they are. We split up to confuse the Inquisitors who are chasing us. Desna teaches us to trust in last-ditch chances. Listen, my friends are called Aranka and Thal. Thal the Wallflower. Aranka is an amazing singer, and a truly beautiful girl. She has plenty of friends and fans. She's probably blended into a crowd somewhere. Wallflower is a mage, but I don't think he'll risk using magic. it will only bring the Inquisitors down on him. He'll be harder to find. You'd better find Aranka first. She might know where Wallflower is. Please, find them, and protect them against the demons and the Inquisitors. I will await news in the Goddess's Temple. I hope our mysterious helper will send us a new message that will reveal what is to come from the demons. Go. May Desna be with you. Yes. That is probably the mythic path we are going to follow. The Azada path. Also, we can adopt the kitty. You just pick it up and put it in our inventory. Cat's feral instincts provide a +2 morale bonus to perception and more nature checks.
Well?
God, another animal. That's
You won't survive me.
bum, 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 bum. Didn't we skip your turn? No?
Endure.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Too late for apologies.
Feel like we'll probably finish this last little bit of clearing out the square. And then maybe circle back to the Defender's Heart so that we can get our...
Distract them for me!
so we can sell some shit, get some shit identified.
I'll hit you!
And then probably call it a night.
Let's hear you cry.
Kind of what I'm thinking. We just have like left to check out this house and then maybe a little bit more. Experiment day 1. Today I was able to catch a closet. Yori, be my witness. It wasn't easy, considering my humble physical condition. Luckily, it was a scrawny specimen, about 7 pounds, with a wingspan of about 2 1/3 feet. When it awoke, the closet first tried to attack me, and then ruined my clothes with his caustic saliva. Experiment day 3. I have begun my linguistic research. My goal is to study the language of Quasits. I'm quite convinced they have their own dialect. Through understanding their speech, I will be able to understand their way of thinking and convince them to rebel against their lord's tyranny. A revolution will roll through the abyss, and the powerless will rebel against their oppressors. I'm sure that Everbloom Milani will not refuse her patronage even to such creatures as these, if they would break their chains of slavery. Unfortunately, progress is thus far insignificant. I've been able to catalog only 2 words, which I suspect mean rend and carrion. The Quasit form both words quite vividly when commenting on my person. While I was entering this record, the Quasit managed to steal my watch and throw it into the chamber pot. Judging by his spiteful giggling, he's quite delighted about his little joke. And despite the naughty trick, I am somewhat glad. Jokes and pranks are a part of cognitive communication, which I fully intend to establish with the specimen. I grow more and more convinced that I made the right decision in leaving Absalom and Logos, the so-called wise house, more like narrow-minded fools stuck in the past, under the sway of their ringleader, that chatterbox, the fool of fools, Jubiliost Narthropple. They've never appreciated the progressive nature of my theories. Experiment Day 4. Today the Quasit almost bit my nose off while I fed him. In response to my shame, I beat him with a wand. Such behavior toward a sentient being is unacceptable, and I repent deeply. I've also run out of meat. The specimen and I will have to make do with porridge and soup. Experiment Day 6. It's been 3 days since the specimen switched to a vegetarian diet. At first, the Quasit refused to eat plant-based food, but then ate some cabbage soup and poked at the porridge with his claw. His face looked so tragic. Experiment Day 7. The specimen has completely lost all signs of aggression. At dawn, I was awoken by his moaning. The Quasit was rolled up in a ball in the corner, whimpering. Despite his dangerous appearance, it's quite impossible not to feel compassion toward the poor creature. I had to take prompt measures and give the specimen a laxative potion. The Quasit now reacts to me with confusion and fear. But at least it's not suffering anymore. His gastrointestinal tract must have reacted unhappily to the unfamiliar diet. Experiment Day 10. What a great day! The switch to a completely plant-based diet is complete. The theory that Quasits can only eat meat and carrion has been disproven. My eternal opponent, Sir Jubilost, will just have to go drown himself in a river. Quasit has become peaceful and easygoing. He no longer tries to eat my boots or the feet inside them. The specimen's behavior has become gentle and friendly. He shows some interest in ball games and physical exercise. I have named him Pecker. Today, he initiated communication and attempted to explain a new word to me. By all evidence, he was making up the word during the communication process, for there has never been such a word in the Quasit language. The meaning, as I understand it, is safety, comfort, and calm. I see no further need to keep Pecker on his chain. This experiment has convinced me that the vicious and evil traits attributed to Quasits are acquired habits, not natural or inherent to their nature. Over these days, I really have grown fond of him, and by all evidence, Pecker likes me too. He's gotten used to napping on my knee while I'm writing my observations in my journal, and maybe someday this closet will become my familia. The current stage of the experiment is complete. Pecker and I are soon off to Absalom to present our findings before the professors at Bore Lagos and become a scientific sensation. On our way, we may make a small detour to Avestan so that Pecker will have a chance to better adapt to civilization. I hope the little trickster enjoys the journey. Something tells me that did not go as he had hoped. Oh. I don't want to read the book. I don't want to read the book out loud. It's too much reading.
You follow.
Can't make me do it. Dead person. Anything else down there? Any ghosts? Any ghosts down here?
Did we find trouble? They did.
The little bastard.
Run them through.
Time to share your treasures.
No. Interesting.
Cover me, all right?
Into the fray!
Out of my way!
You are today's sacrifice.
You won't stop us.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
No glory without risk!
Dispatch those fools!
Wonder how many times that happens.
Distract them for me.
I think that's it. I think that's... Oh wait, there's a shadow deep. Well, let's just do it. Those are so funny. What am I missing?
This is not my time yet.
I see.
Are we in trouble yet?
Rely on me.
I'm all ears.
Ah, there he is. Like, he's got to come out eventually.
Go for their hearts!
As is the
Time to
logic
share your treasures.
of Shadow Deep.
I'll cut you wide open.
Surrender or else.
Make every strike count.
Die!
Ouch!
Cover me, all right?
Too late to continue fighting, everyone.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's hear you cry.
Bum, bum, bum.
Onwards.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Okay, let's get out of here. Get out of here, get out of here. I don't really think there's anything else to explore. Yes, this is the Canavas watch on the abyss, blah blah blah, the ward's drone is their target, yeah. La la la, lili lulo. That's just Desna's temple, which there's no point in going into at this moment, because I cannot. Cannot pick up. Back to be able to sell it as well. Destroy uncollected loot and leave. Random encounters as we're traveling through the city. I don't have time for that. Also, is that person naked?
Move out.
Is that a dead person? Oh, Nenio, actually, you're a person we can recruit.
Wearing a robe? Check.
And we might,
Baphomet symbol around the neck?
instead of Ember,
Check.
to be
Crazy
honest.
eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, girl. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you calling girl?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with you?
Who? Oh, them! Just an audience, they don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment. In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
Questioning cultists about
Lord can wield any kind of weapon. He is all-powerful.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Actually, it's Isergal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, girl, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull! Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep, and a cow.
It's an aurochs, as a matter
I'd
of
like
fact.
to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
Damn it, she's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Hey, take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Ask them some more. They might still manage
Is there
it.
any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
As individuals. You are shameful.
Please, ask again. I can answer. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A. Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks? Grab her and tie her up, and her entire
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Okay, Ninio.
You won't survive me.
Just go running off.
Surrender or else.
Run them through!
The inheritor
To hit
guide
an
my
eight.
blade.
Told you. And you failed to do that.
Endure this!
The spirits demand your blood!
Out of my way!
Hey, it's the weird guy who was like, I am the
Make every
answer.
strike count.
But what is the question? Didn't do that.
You are today's sacrifice!
The absence of an answer is an answer too. I'm just a strange guy.
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, girl? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Iomedae prefer?
Silver and gold.
Silver and gold are the colors of Abadar.
Damn it.
Iomedae's colors
Fuck.
are red and
Shit.
white. I suppose I should terminate the experiment due to the subject's utterly woeful performance. But don't get
Hey,
upset. We
I
all
knew
can't
all
be
the
smart.
Baphomet
Someone
questions.
has to be strong. I liked how you defeated those cultists. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Huh. Why do you keep calling me girl? I have a name.
I apologize for an injury to your ego, but your name is irrelevant on the grand scale of the universe. Thus, it cannot possibly interest me. I will forget it as soon as I hear it. To avoid unnecessary confusion, I'd prefer to not know it at all.
I really dislike Nenio's attitude, but I think they are a better character mechanically than Ember.
It is so heartening to see you strive for knowledge. I have been conducting an experiment comparing the intellectual abilities of the average cultist with those of the average crusader. Unfortunately, the experiment has proven that the opposing parties possess approximately equal faculties in this regard. A shame, indeed, for I have always claimed that despite the popular beliefs about the limited intellectual abilities of those in the army, at least some of them can be considered educated. It appears I was mistaken.
Don't you dare call me
Unable
stupid.
to deal with the questions, the Crusader decides to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence.
This isn't safe right now. Shall we join
Do
forces?
you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree.
Okay, fine.
Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
If we join forces, you'll have to follow my instructions during our expeditions.
What? Oh, yes, the dangers and these battles. Of course, I will follow your orders. I place my life in your capable hands, so I can focus on the things that really matter. Excellent.
Agreed.
You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's experiment has left me quite tired.
Okay. Ember, you get out of the party. Nenio, you get in the party. Just that. You like that stuff. Go to the defender's part, and there's a fucking random encounter. That little bit of space.
None shall escape.
What is this bullshit? Magic missile.
Go.
It's like one enemy to a perfectly pointless encounter. Right, back to the defender's house. What are you guys all gathered for? What's going on here? To the tavern. Gotta go to this. Oh yeah, we have this bit. The defender's heart greets you with unexpected liveliness. Beyond the walls of the tavern, the once bustling, vested city lies in ruins, but somehow none of that can be felt within these walls. The people in the room are talking, laughing, raising toasts, even softly singing. It doesn't look like typical tavern revelry, but nor is it the grim vigilance of recent days. Sela waves to you. She is sitting at a table with the trio you met previously. The knight, the half-elf, and the redhead halfling. Indeed, come. Let me properly introduce you to Elan, Jana, and Curl, the fearless warriors of the League of the Inspiring Heart. Sela pushes a mug of beer toward you and speaks softly. It was me who convinced Irabeth to use what Jaina, Curl, and Elan found for a little party. If you look out the window, you might think the end times have come and the abyss has devoured us all. I thought some simple pleasures and good food and good company could help keep the gloom at bay. Have I ever turned down merrymaking and good company? Ah, let's raise our mugs. Wait, I'm not ready for another toast yet. It's not every day that I drink with paladins and knights and sword lords. Hey, are we just going to sit here with grim faces? I say we get to know each other a little better. I don't have time to talk, forgive me. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. Tell me more. Yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry, but I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit right now. But I do care about the fact that I just leveled up. I'm ready to be done. I just want to do some selling. Like it's basically magic. So I think dimensional slap. Drink. Magic device. You. Sorry, bad beat. Like, oh yeah, kind of scrolls yourself. Somebody here that I don't. Just the regular shopkeeper guy? So sell off all these non-enchanted things that we're carrying around. That way gonna wait. Oh. Copies of this random book. Worth keeping the butters for any reason or not. I would assume if they were like quest related. Mark them as special scenario. So it did it oh, okay, it did identify everything. Just when I talked to the shopkeeper. Okay. Scimitar once per round. Whenever there's +1 cold iron scimitar lands. It's on an enemy, the target must pass with fortitude, DC 13. Or becomes stunned. Okay. Damage to chaotic creatures. I want to not sell both of it. There we go. I want to sell one. And I think the rest would be a matter of check stuff. Probably give her field. Why such a persuasion. Falchion. Let's have a regular one. Damn. Go ahead and put that here. In the club. I can use all sorts of shit. Don't think actually giving her a half plate plus one. Oh wait, actually it does stack with the shield. Okay. And to get wood. Yeah, we'll do that. Do that. Yes. Yeah. Forgot to everything. Now we have 2 cold iron, which is better. Give you the Midnight Bolt, but we're not going to use that for a long time. Well, not necessarily a long time, but until we really need to. Because it is guaranteed to hit, and... You have more decks. I think I'm more dexy now. Zup is gonna be our main creator thing. He'll give us some world of knowledge. What the heck do we want? There's something I can do with you, like, better than keeping you a witch. In all honesty. Fine. We do... Specialist. But witches are prisoner faster. Yeah. Druid's probably wisdom. Bard. We could be bard. Like this. Perception. No, I'm probably not gonna use her really, but fine. It's fine. We can still have her level up. Where? Expeditious. Slapper. Break the heart. Wait. Oh no, okay. I thought for a second that I had gotten rid of my other thing by as many spells into Ninio's spellbook as possible. Our scroll savant. They don't get put to for that. Is this just all? I could give them another dance. That I'm fine with. Aww. Take blur. Hello, Jeff. Good somebody, good buddy, good pal. Yeah, I can't. Fuck that. Trickery and stealth is all fine by me. Invisibility and mirror, yeah. Ew. Give him a buff spell. That's praise. Jason Archer. It's pointing to dead. Perception, one to athletics. Art skin. You have a +2 to AC. I think we're gonna do Scorching. Okay. Save it. Hit a night there. Let's see. It's going currently that we can raid. Let's raid Crystal. Let's raid good buddy Crystal, hopefully. Looks like their ad just finished. So yeah, they're playing Arc Raiders with Nyx and Azzy. Go be nice to them. Tomorrow night I'll be live with Nyx around 8:30 p.m. EST, and we're gonna play Date Everything together, which will be interesting. We're gonna be making choices together as one of us plays it, because you can't play co-op on it. But yeah. So go have fun there, and I will see people tomorrow night.